pass catcher out of the backfield. So he's a really unique story and path. But, Joe, we have a Buffalo Bills pick in for you at 209. The Bills have drafted somebody from your region.
Okay.
An interior offensive lineman, Luke Tenuta from Virginia Tech.
Yeah, he's big. They love the tallest offensive lineman you can find. You go ahead and give them to the Buffalo Bills. Interesting player because he doesn't have the length you would expect for a guy that's like 6'8", really, really tall player. Got another player here in this pipeline for this offensive line to build around. I don't think that there's like starting jobs available, but Brandon Beane is always tinkering with his depth on the offensive line. And I think that stems from a lesson he learned back in 2018, Josh Allen's first season. You know what he didn't do? He didn't give him an offensive line. And ever since then, Brandon Beane has found every opportunity that he can to invest in this unit and kind of fits into that Tommy Doyle, Spencer Brown, just really tall bodies. And, you know, Coach Cromer now, the O-line coach in Buffalo. Happy birthday to Coach Cromer. He gets himself a developmental guy to work with.
I was going to ask you, and I know you had the opportunity to speak with Coach Cromer, right, and talk some offensive line play. How does this guy fit in with that philosophy? 'Cause I know you were able to, have a deep conversation with him.
Yeah, he showed me all the techniques right there in that room. I didn't know how to respond.
You was a little bruised up.
Yeah, I was bruised up, man. Cromer's shooting the hands, getting them fit, moving me out of the way. So, we got a good baptism there on Aaron Cromer blocking techniques. And so I think that's a really interesting foil because I think that Tenuta needs a lot of work with his technique. But what this says to me is that he believes, right, because Cromer's very particular with the players that he wants to work with. And so he sees something there with this player that will give him a chance to come in and develop and that, must be wired the right way because I do think he has a big technical adjustment ahead of him at the next level.
Joe, I want you to talk a little bit because you're talking a lot about the preferences and the eye of Coach Cromer.
Yes.
He's a first-year coach in a new system that had a lot of pre-existing pillars of the organization with the head coach and the GM. Talk a little bit about that Buffalo culture from a collaboration effort that could empower a coach to come in and have that kind of input for that criteria right off the bat.
Well, it's a good spot for that to happen because the offensive coaching staff has really been plucked with Brian Dable going to the Giants and taking Bobby Johnson and Shea Tierney with him. And so you have a lot of new people in place here with Ken Dorsey, who's the OC, who's been Josh Allen's quarterback's coach for 3 years. But, Joe Brady now the quarterback's coach and Aaron Cromer coming in to be this offensive line coach. And so you have a first-year offensive coordinator in Ken Dorsey, but you have guys with offensive coordinator experience in Cromer, Rob Boris at tight end. Mike Shula is now a quality. So there's so many offensive minds here that
Shula in Buffalo, huh?
So a lot of influences there to see how this team can evolve.